All right, I'm going to welcome you back to the Principals Podcast. And this is Mr. Heim's favorite day for two reasons. It is the podcast, and it is Cinco de Mayo.
True.
He loves to talk about the Spanish culture, Spanish food. He just not cannot enunciate much in the language.
I can't
Um,
roll the R's.
can't
We
roll
sh-
the R's.
We should have had the Spanish department on today, the world language department, the Spanish teachers.
They're already at El Patron. We
They were
can't.
not
Yeah.
available at this time.
Any of you girls take Spanish, by the way?
Yeah,
I
I do.
Give us
Yeah.
something. Give us
Dos
something.
amigas.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Like a word?
No, like say a sentence.
Oh.
Hola, me llamo Jordan.
Me gustan manzanas.
I'm trying to think of what manzanas is.
It's
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Apples.
it's apples.
Hayden, you have to introduce yourself in Spanish now.
Oh my goodness. This is well, Aubrey over here, she said mi amo Hayden. There we
There
go.
you go. There you go.
And Mr. Heim likes to say that his llamas are instead. Me llamas? You, your llamas?
Me llamas.
All right. No joking around. Today we are talking with the 8th grade. I don't know why we're talking with them because we don't like them at all. We actually love them. We actually love our 8th grade, and they know it, and that's why we're having some fun with them. We do have awesome 8th graders with us, and there's so many more, but we do have Aubrey, we have Jordan, and we have Hayden. Hayden has been on before, like out of country. That's what it felt like because she was doing her Olympic trials in a different state. So she's been on before. You girls have seen us do these before, and some of your siblings have been on it. But we really want to talk about your experience because this is your day in the sense that we're talking about 8th graders, and we want you to really highlight the transition in, and literally to 2 weeks or so left, and your transition into high school. So the three of you have just been elected as executive officers for next year. So congratulations, along with a few others. And you were a part of it this year. So I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna have you think about this, and each of you can share like coming in as 8th grade and then experiencing it and transitioning to 9th. Like give us all some of your experiences, and you can be very candid with us about what went well, what didn't go well, but what you've grown from over this year. Anyone can go.
Right. Well, coming in, we were all really nervous, which is expected. Like I was terrified I'd get lost, and I've been in the school like 1,000 times before. But like when we got here, it wasn't that bad. Like everybody was there helping us out, and I felt like really welcome as soon as we got here. And it was honestly like the transition in wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It was like I thought it was gonna be a lot scarier to come here, but it's actually like better than the middle school. So like I don't know. I just think I don't know.
There's a lot more freedom.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like when I first came here, I was like really nervous just thinking about like being in school, like in the same building as like 17, 18-year-olds. And it just like really scared me at that point. But when I got here, I feel like everyone was just so welcoming and it was just like so nice. And like I was also really scared about like getting lost or not getting to class, like not understanding things because it was in a high school atmosphere. But like I feel like I could go to like someone in the hallway and they would like nicely tell me where to go and I was like fine with it. And I got to every class perfectly fine. And I love it here.
What's great for the three of you is like Aubrey, you have siblings that either graduated or have been here, so you've been around. Jordan, you have a senior currently here, so you had a go-to. And Hayden, you have like teammates or people you've played with that were older than you, or sisters that have been older, so you're like familiar faces.
Yeah.
Plus, you kind of grew up in our building. So it was good to have some familiar faces. Now let's talk about the transition academically. many of you, all three of you taking some high school classes this year?
Yeah.
Okay. And then coming from the middle school with your great teachers, and then coming to the high school with our great teachers, but now knowing that it matters for a high school credit, how did you manage your time? And do you feel like you've been successful kind of in that tweener 8th grade, 9th grade transcripted year?
Yeah, it was a lot more stressful. I know science was probably the hardest class to like get used to because he's Mr. Robertson's worked like with high school students his whole career. So like we coming in, like there's a lot more expected out of us. But honestly, it wasn't too bad. It was hard to get adjusted at first, but once you figured out a schedule and like your time commitment to each class and like how much time you need to spend studying a certain subject or spending enough time on a certain assignment, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I feel like this year I've gotten a lot better at like not procrastinating. Last year I was really bad, but I feel like now that there's like more pressure kind of on like, because like majority of my classes are high school credit classes, that like I don't know, I feel like I've been like doing my work and like being like more successful in class.
Yeah, I feel like what Jordan Aubrey said, how like I feel like a schedule is definitely like really important. Like I knew from the middle school to the high school there was going to be a big jump, and it was not as big as I thought because my middle school teachers really prepared me for it. But I like decided when I first got, I was like, okay, we got to set this in stone. This class we're going to spend X amount of time in this class, and this class, and this class. So I was able to make like a schedule so I could really get it all finished and like completed nicely.
That's really good. How about activities that obviously the one thing that you all participated in was the acclimation to executive student council. At the very low level, you were part of meetings, you decorated parts for homecoming, you had a float, you were a part of seeing what it's like, but there weren't like 8th grade specific events, although we tried. It just didn't have traction and speed to get there. So that was that, but other activities that maybe we don't even know that you participated in that were clubs or different academic experiences.
Yeah, I'm in Model UN, and I just did the QPR training, and what else have I done? I've spoken at a board meeting before. Really, there's like a ton more to do here. And I wanted to join a bunch of clubs because I wanted to see like what I liked and what I didn't like, because there's so many more options, and there's going to be even more options next year being freshmen. And it was like a lot of fun to join. Like Model UN, I had a lot of fun, and yeah, I had a lot of fun joining all the new clubs.
Yeah, I think that like Model UN was like really like it was exciting. I loved Model UN. I don't know why. It was so fun. Like going to like the conferences and stuff. Like I'm so glad that I got to like have that opportunity and to like do that I didn't have at the middle school.
Yeah, I feel like the opportunities at the high school are so much greater than like the other schools, and like they're more of like a variety. Like I'm like friends with a ton of upperclassmen. Like my younger self would be like, oh my gosh, no, like no one would ever want to be friends with like a little 8th grader, you know what I mean? But like I feel like they're just so welcoming. Like everyone's so fun. But I do have to get on this Model UN stuff. I might have to try this out next year. I did not do it this year.
Yeah, the kids love it, and I have to give a lot of shout out to Grace Kilfoyle and the older sweet boy who kind of got that started here prior to the pandemic, and it really has grown tremendously through the work of both Mr. Mosnick and Mrs. Niedzwicki, kind of just grabbing it and running with it. Great opportunities. What sports are you guys in that obviously you'll be able to do at the high school level?
I play volleyball, and I also do JO, but volleyball in the school.
Yeah. I do track and cross country. And next year, I'm debating on joining the swim team, but I still haven't figured that out yet. So, like, I don't know.
Currently, I do track at the middle school, And next year, I am planning on playing soccer and softball.
And that little Olympic thing that you do outside.
And my
of school.
Olympic thing that I do, my little luge thing.
That's good. What? Oh my gosh, Claire, you've joined us.
Hi.
So Claire, there you
Yeah.
are. Welcome. Did you just take Chardon Transportation home?
I did, and guess what? I left my wallet and my water bottle on the bus.
Oh,
So
no.
we
Do
probably
you need
should
us
let
to
that.
call?
What
Yeah,
bus-
my stepmom called them.
Okay.
Okay.
Just what bus do you ride, just so I know?
20.
20?
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason that you did that is because you were so excited to be to the Academy Award winning Anchor and Spotify winning podcast.
Right.
So congratulations for joining our podcast. We're really excited to have you. We were talking about the school year. You're obviously a second award winner of being on Executive Student Council. Cool. But we were talking about the transition. So were you afraid coming in as a freshman? The classes that you've taken, are you feeling prepared? And other activities that you're involved in? That's how you can get caught up to speed where we are.
Gotcha. I feel like I wasn't really that scared when I came to the high school. I felt a lot more scared like before we had taken the tour because I didn't really know where I was going. But after, I felt like I had seen some kids, like when they did the student council tours, that was really helpful. With my classes, it was difficult to know how to study at first, but you kind of got used to it. And the teachers are really nice about asking questions and everything. And participating in school activities is super fun. So yeah.
Mr. Heim, this is where I will transition to math. What math class are you in as an 8th grader?
I'm taking geometry. So there's a couple high school kids in my class, and I was scared of them at first, but they're actually really nice and they're new friends. So yeah.
That's extraordinary, the opportunities that you've had both at the middle school and at the high school to prepare you for what we're going to be talking about right now, freshman year. And this is the last question I have, and I'm going to let Mrs. Bondi, who we see many of you often, so she's got tons of things she might ask that has nothing to do with school. And Aubrey, you are right outside of Mr. Hyam's office, also, like all the day, all morning long for the student assistant. What are you looking forward to the most as freshmen?
I think doing high school sports and like being on like a bigger team with like a bunch of people. I feel like
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Like participating in that upper level, and like I'm just excited to try out and like meet all the upperclassmen. I've already met some upperclassmen through open gyms, so I'm just really excited for the experience.
Yeah, just like really like the sports aspect of it and like homecoming. Like everyone thinks about that when they're younger. Like finally it's happening, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited for that stuff.
Yeah, I would have to say like sports, the dances, like doing theater stuff too.
oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget about that because we have such a great fall and spring theater program. I'm really excited for Executive Student Council this year. We have probably 63 students involved. It's going to be one heck of a year. And as you get older, the roles will evolve because we do have a president, we have a secretary, but then we have these officers for community engagement and student engagement. And the community one is going to be really relaying information to staff and or opportunities to relay it out to our community through various ways. And then the student engagement, you're all doing it, but we have people that are lead in that area where they will be making sure that people know, understand, participate. So, Mrs. Bondi,
So
you have four
yeah.
geniuses here.
4 geniuses. I'm excited. I get to see Aubrey almost daily
Yeah.
because of right away as an 8th grader, even she was willing to jump in and help out in the office first thing every day. So that's amazing. And we really appreciate her help. But it's funny because normally my questions would be outside of school, but actually I composed a list of questions that are all inside the school. And it's more of just a favorites list, we'll go around quickly. You guys don't have to spend a ton of time or effort on this, but so I'll go through quickly. So favorite class?
Probably Spanish.
Spanish.
I think my favorite class is science.
Got it.
My favorite
Hate
class
it.
was
Science.
Science.
Oh, sorry, Hayden.
You're okay.
probably French, honestly.
So it got a couple of sciences, a French and a Spanish. I like that. And then, okay, your favorite school lunch.
Jeez.
There's so many to pick from, right?
The Bosco sticks.
Yeah.
I like their salads. I don't know why. I just do.
No, definitely Pizza Hut Thursdays. Yes,
I was
that is
gonna say
great.
Pizza Hut
Tater tots.
Thursdays.
Same. You guys have the same. Good. Favorite teacher that you've had so far? The ability to work with.
Oh, gosh.
You can't do that to us.
I know.
Look
I
at
know.
That's extraordinary work as an executive officer.
That's,
Being all
that's-
inclusive and saying you love all of your teachers.
okay, we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
It's tough.
about your, your favorite moment at school this year? It could have been an event, it could have been a sporting event, it could have been just something that you really remembered that sticks out in your mind.
Probably doing really well on my science midterm because I really thought I was going to do so bad on it. And then when I got the A, it was like, oh, like that was such a great feeling.
Gosh, I have no idea. Probably like I don't know. I feel like the whole like beginning of this school year was like really exciting. I don't know.
Yeah, like trying all the new stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like figuring out like how to like get in like my like groove or whatever. I don't know. At school, it was just like I don't know. It was like fun. I don't know. I liked the first month of school.
Yeah, mine was definitely probably. It was even before eighth grade started. It was like that beforehand. We played like Newcomb, and there was hot dogs, and there was like, ice cream. We come walk around, find our classrooms, and probably my second favorite would definitely be when I like went on the bus with like the soccer team, and I would like go help them out or something. Like sometimes like during the season, I'd be like ball girl or something. Like I really like that because I made a lot of friends, and like now going into my soccer season this year with CHS, like I know people, so it won't be so like awkward for me, I guess.
One time I poked this senior in the armpit with a fork at lunch. That was like one of my favorite moments.
Yes, Claire, we've had numerous amazing moments in the cafeteria. Your table is full of energy, all good energy.
Right. I'm sure the senior appreciated that.
There was a period of time where she was in love with Mr. McDonald.
You are not supposed to say these things on a podcast.
It doesn't
Mr.
matter. She said it to his face.
There's a whole fan club.
So there it is for everyone to know.
Oh boy.
Your favorite.
Don't worry, no one watches these.
I know.
No one will find out.
I'm going to send this to Alex after it's done.
Your favorite thing to do outside of school. So like, what's your most favorite thing to do outside of the school building?
For me, definitely JO volleyball. I have it 4 times a week, so I spend a lot of time there, and I just really enjoy playing the sport.
I'm gonna go with a basic answer and just say like I don't know. I like hanging out with like my friends and my family. I don't know. I think it's fun. Yeah.
I like leaving. Like when I go to like New York or whatever, I like to just like leave. You know what I mean? Like in the night, like I like it. You know what I mean? Like it gives me a little break. I mean, I still gotta do schoolwork, obviously, but like it gives me a little break. Like it's a little me time, but like not me time. You know what I mean?
Right now for me, it's probably playing lacrosse. Like all the girls are so nice, and it's such a fun sport.
I love it. So yeah, so there's lots of favorites. You guys are going to continue to build these memories. You're going to continue to build favorites as you go on throughout your high school year. I'm so incredibly in awe of all the great things that each and every one of you have done already as an 8th grader. So you're going to continue to achieve far. It's amazing. You guys have worked hard.
Thank
you.
You're welcome.
I think you'd agree they've done so well. We wouldn't even consider them 8th graders.
I already consider them 9th graders, truly.
Andrew Dreyer came in before the podcast, and I led them to believe that Aubrey and Jordan were graduating. One was going to Ohio State, one was going to Harvard. He's like, really? Seriously? No, you're 16 and 17, right?
Andrew's one of my favorite students. He just keeps it real. He's a fun kid. Mr. Heim, do you have chicken or steak?
I have a little chicken and steak and a nod to Cinco de Mayo. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk a little Mexican. Can't spell it, but we're going to do it. All right, ladies. You're going to go to your favorite place tonight. Are you getting that burrito or that taco?
Burrito all the way.
Burrito.
You're going to have a little polo in there or a little carne asada?
Carne asada.
Pollo.
Yeah, pollo.
Carne asada.
Oh, look at that split. We're split here. Are we going to have some tamales on the side, or are you going to split a big fajita between everyone?
Tamales.
Big
Fajita.
Yeah, for
Fajita! Then you got to dip your chips into something. So is it going to be the guac, the salsa, or the queso?
I can't pick. Can't pick.
Gosh. Guac. Well, it depends if the guac's like got a lot of stuff in it, or if it's just like avocado and spices. Because if it's just avocado and spices, like guac or queso. So
Why don't we
either
just
queso
have all three and call it a day?
Yeah.
We're going to go to plane?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
All right. Street corn or nachos?
Nachos.
Nachos.
Street corn.
I'll tell you, that street corn is good, especially when they put it on the grill or that black
Only way I
stone.
cook it.
Someone's known for doing that. All right. Enchiladas or a Mexican pizza?
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
Who can spell enchiladas?
Not me.
I think I can.
All right, let's go. Let's see.
All right. ENCHILDAS.
Oh, you're missing A. You missed an A. ENCHILADAS. Don't worry, I wouldn't have been able to do it either, so you're okay.
Good job.
All right, so we're gonna grow you up, guys, real fast. I'm sure your parents will be happy about that. I'm gonna ask you a few more. Okay. Do you want ketchup for the rest of your life or ranch for the rest of your life?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Ranch?
Neither.
Actually, yeah, neither. I don't like either.
Wow.
All right, Miss Bondi, you're gonna like this one. Phone in the bathroom or no phone in the bathroom?
Ugh.
What?
Well, let's be honest, girls. Come on, be honest.
I mean, it depends where I am. You know what I mean? Like at school, I don't really carry my phone to the bathroom because, like, why would I? You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
out in public,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it with me. Like, I'm not just gonna set it down. So.
I'm gonna go with no phone.
Yeah.
Like,
What
why
if
would
you
you phone?
What if you
No, one
drop
time I dropped my AirPods in the toilet.
Did you get them back out?
Yeah.
You have to.
Okay,
At that point,
no.
you have to.
One of them I lost in the snow, and the other one is in the back of someone's car.
Oh my god.
You all don't know what real life is right now until you have to pull your child's sock out of the toilet, right? This is what exciting things are to come.
So I'm sure you guys do a lot of online shopping. Miss Bondi, she does that nightly. Do
Yeah.
you sort by price or by the rating of the
Price.
the item?
Price.
I'm
Price.
broke, so price.
Yeah.
All right, we got two more for you. Are you
All
a
right.
night person or are you a morning person?
Night.
I'm
I can
gonna
stay up
go
till
with-
like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I could stay up late, but it depends. I don't know. Some mornings are more energetic than others. It just depends on what time I go to bed.
Yeah.
So
Once the morning gets going, I'm like a morning person. But like first getting up is a no.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely morning, but like, I just cannot stay up past like 12. It's just like it's a problem. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. So we're going to leave you with the toughest one. Start in middle school, start in high school.
Sure, nice.
so in high school.
Just a little chicken and steak on Cinco de Mayo Day.
All right, girls, we're going to close with some shout outs this week. Literally in 1 week from Saturday is prom. And then the week after that, our kids have their last senior final. And then the week after that is your underclassmen schedule. So there's not a lot of time left. So this is the opportunity for you to give shout outs. People you want to give a shout out to this week.
We'll shout out the new 7th graders that are coming up. They're going to be us in about a year, which is pretty exciting.
That
My
was a good
teacher-
one.
We'll do them.
I want to shout out the prom court. Congrats. Way to get on the court. I hope like a good person wins. I don't know.
Shout out to the the soon-to-be senior officers
Oh, that was a
next
good one.
year. Yeah.
Shout out to the seniors because they were all nice and inclusive.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. I'm going to give a shout out to our entire guidance department this week, just because there's been so many different moving parts. Mr. Hurlbutt's been out with AP testing the entire week out at the location where they're testing. Mrs. Hetrick and I have been, working together nonstop, I feel like, to address a bunch of different needs right now. Mrs. Tupaz and Miss Bernacki are just phenomenal, and their approach with students and everything that they're doing. I mean, literally my entire day is consumed with working with all the guidance counselors. So I just really appreciate all of them.
I'm going to give a shout out to all those teachers that have had to be transplanted out of their classrooms to get our new windows put in place. But that comes back to Miss Frenzel and all the great work that she does to get us organized. So I appreciate those teachers just continuing on, trying to get us to the finish line.
2 shout outs this week. One, actually 3. I'm going to say the last one here in a moment. I want to shout out all of you 8th graders. I've said it 100 times to you guys how awesome you are, and I really mean it genuinely. You guys really are phenomenal, and I look forward to seeing you grow as you transition through the years. Second shout out is Mr. Snyder, who had to literally reschedule probably without a joke, probably close to the 150th spring event since February 20th. I mean, that number is probably very accurate because there's 5 or 6 a day just at the high school. So major shout out to him. And then most importantly to all of our moms this weekend. It's Mother's Day. So shout out to all the ones, as I learned many, many years ago, that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. So much love to all of our moms and or those who come into our life as mothers and grandmothers and godmothers. Anyone is a mother figure to everyone. So girls, thanks for joining us. Make tomorrow great. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful day before it rains for the next 3, and go Toppers. See ya.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hasta luego.
Go Toppers.